We have a $50 donation from Tanik. Amazing work, guys. Great entertainment and cause. Let's show the world that gamers can and will do great things. And we have $50 from Ash Kaiser. Hey guys, loving the stream so far and so happy to see a two crude dudes run. Hoping to see some craziness with what my friend McG and I call leathering stick in this Data East masterpiece. Put this $50 donation towards whatever Murphigator chooses. And while you guys probably don't need reminding, that game was Garfield, a week of Garfield run by Cool Kid. We are about to start Donald Land run by Garrison. This is the Awful Games Done Quick block of Awesome Games Done Quick, hosted by Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live. All donations of this marathon go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, saving lives through cancer prevention and early detection. Please go ahead and tell your friends all about our cause. You can use hashtag AGDQ2014 to share your personal story about cancer or who you're preventing cancer for.
Let me reset real quick. You want me to give a countdown?
Yeah, sure.
So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, Donald Land is a Japan-only game released for the Famicom in 1987. It is made by Data East, and it is extremely broken. There's just a myriad of different things that can explain why Donald Land is not properly programmed. It usually speaks for itself just because of the way the screen can't handle scrolling a lot of the time. It's also got pretty ridiculously poor hitboxes. Your main method of attack in this game is an apple that Donald McDonald of McDonald's fame can throw as a projectile. It is also used for boosting. I missed it. Alright, normally there's escape you can do here, but since I took that hit, I lost my power-up. Basically, there's an apple power-up that grants you 2 apples per screen, but since I took a hit, I wasn't able to get that. Those ships that I just crossed, they actually kind of work in a very arbitrary fashion. They spit out cannonballs that you're supposed to use as platforms, but the time that it takes is not really set so much. We got fortunate luck here. Unfortunately, there wasn't much I could do about getting this cutscene in the first place, but it worked out okay. It could have been much worse. I've had it take as many as like 30 seconds for it to decide to spit out cannonballs. But this boss is pretty tough. He's dead.
It's pretty difficult to kill quickly, actually.
I missed it. So one thing that I haven't mentioned is I'm going for something called burgerless, or just the burger skip in general. There are these burger tokens in this game that basically you want to try and avoid, because if you pick up a single one of them, wow! Ooh. By the way, if you get projectiles, you have no invulnerability frames, so I just got like triple hit. And that's actually the first time I've ever seen him shoot more than one at a time, so he shot 3. And I just died instantly. But that's part of the charm of Donald Land. Wow. Corners of platforms are also kind of tricky too, because they tend to just pull you down and you die. This level is actually a really big stumbling block for actual runs.
So it's really difficult because it's really like open. There are so many pits throughout the level.
Yeah. especially if you're going fast, because normally the screen scrolling would be broken here, so you wouldn't be able to see where you're going. And the way the screen scrolling glitch works, never mind. So unfortunately I got some burgers. I can kind of fix it a little bit by getting an increment of 10 in my, my burger cash counter. But that's okay, it's fixable. If you get a single burger, it's like a 15-second loss. That boss, I couldn't really show off what exactly it does. It is actually a boss. Normally it spits out fire and you're supposed to throw apples at his eyes until it dies, but they forgot to take the end of level trigger out from his mouth, so you can just jump in it immediately and end the level. But yeah, unfortunately we hit a shop, and we couldn't get 10, so we got to hit it again on the next level. Come back soon, we will. Oh, forgot where I was. I got to hit it up. Alright, so I got 10, so we're good now as far as burgers go. These guys, they tend to grab you, and when they do, you basically have to just wiggle the D-pad until they release. Ooh, okay. Don't hit me. Normally, for whatever reason, your apples will bounce back down and hit that guy. He's another one of those guys, like the dude in level 3 who just instantly killed me, so there was a very good chance I could have just instantly died there, and it would have been completely out of my control. But this level, I mean, there's a little bit you can do to speed it up. Like if you throw an apple at the ground, you get like a few pixel boost. But for the most part, it's kind of a break. Grab that, because I don't remember if I got one. And Crane is dead, yeah. Contrary to what you would think, you can just jump on his head and just kill him easy. He doesn't really have any sort of hurt box or anything like that. But, hopefully this is the last time we'll see this shop, this speed run. So I bought an extra apple just to bring my dollar down to 0 again. Ooh. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep the screen scroll broken a little bit. I can't have it broken too much. Yeah, all right, there's a recovery for that. Basically, I can't break the screen scroll too much because if I have it scrolled off too much, the end of level trigger won't be there, so. This is the Bone Dragon from Castlevania. Those are the Fry Guys as well, if anyone remembers them. I don't know what they did because they were just a tiny bit before my time.
They were just fries.
They're just fries, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to sell you fries.
That's cool. Thanks. Dang. I've been having trouble with that lately. It's kind of a tough window to skip the burgers there, but it's all right. Marathon luck. Oh, dang. So, yeah, that happened. RIP.
Does that get rid of your burger tokens?
It does, actually. It's good to be able to game over in some instances where you can't bring your burger count down to a certain number. Because, I mean, if you miss 2 of them, yeah, we're good now. Also, these spikes, they don't hurt you. They actually, depending on where you land, they'll give you like an automatic jump, almost as if you're bouncing for whatever reason. I don't really know what they were going for with that. It could have been purposeful, who knows? This game is pretty mysterious. I got through an ice block, and that would have been bad. We're gonna rescue Grimace. Shout out Steve's Pizza. All right, we rescued Grimace. He's so happy to see us. I love him. Thank you. This next level has a 6 song, but it's kind of tough as well. The burger skip isn't too easy either. So unfortunately I missed the setup to make it a little bit easier, but that's alright. Basically there's something called a neutral jump. I've already done it a few times where you just throw an apple into the air and jump on it. It requires less setup, but you don't get a whole lot of speed, so it's very situational. It's pretty much only good for like a lot of the burger skips. That was a little bit sketchy. That's alright, we lived, and that's all I can really ask for. Okay, that could have been bad. Normally I try and land on my crocodile and skip that platform entirely, but pretty much every spawn in this game has a very high tendency of just not spawning. So, wow, okay. I got a bad jump on that. So there are no checkpoints in Donald Land, so we gotta play all that again, but that's okay. I like the song, so I'm not too heartbroken. But normally what you'd want to do here is break the scrolling, get rid of those burgers so you can just go quicker. It's actually possible to skip this, like you can't really tell because I'm just standing in place, but you're actually prevented from moving while that cutscene is happening. But there is a way, I'm not really sure how exactly, I've only seen it once, where you basically despawn him. That was some sick lag. Alright, we're gonna be a little more careful here now. So this boss is kind of random coming up. Alright. Yeah, I got the bad pattern. So, once again, projectiles in this game can just instantly kill you, so I gotta be really careful there. Because, I mean, the odds of me getting unlucky are not so good, but obviously, as we saw in like level 3, it does happen. So hopefully at the end of this level we'll see another interesting quirk. Another thing that can't be explained, there's no tasks really. I'm working on a task and I'm not a tasker, so that shows you just how much knowledge is currently known about this game. But if things go well, you might see something interesting after this boss.
Oh.
Maybe.
I love the boss death sound.
Yeah, the boss death sound I think comes from Karnov because it's also a Data East game. I don't know. It sounds very similar at least. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah. I did miss what I was talking about, but that's okay. It's called the Ocean World Wrong Warp. This game has wrong warps for whatever reason, and they're very strange. That particular one, when I kill a boss, I have a few frame window. If I stand on a certain box, sorry, I gotta mash this whole level to move. Anyways, if you stand in a certain position and you jump like a few frames as the boss is falling off the screen, hold right. For whatever reason, the game just like warps you to this section of the level and skips the first one entirely. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a hit. But yeah, Ocean World is very much a high pressure point just because, once again, there are no midpoints in Donald Land, so if bad things happen, they happen. These sharks don't do anything, by the way. I killed that guy just to be safe. Normally I just take the damage through him, but the boss of this level is another projectile boss. And unfortunately there are no safe strats I can do with him. So Right here, I'm going to try and get into this doorway without the seahorse blocking me. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. That's kind of unfortunate. Usually those guys just despawn. Oh, okay, that's a bad death. I slipped. Unfortunately, that means I gotta mash again for 2 minutes.
I think the new screen would be a catch point at least.
It would be nice, but there's just so many questionable decisions with Donald playing that I don't really know where to begin. Like this being the fastest method of movement is really silly. Just in water. There is another way you can swim by holding the projectile button and also pressing the jump button, but it's slower. So why do it? We're just gonna grab this health. That's too bad. Alright, we still made it by him. Basically, I just don't want to take any extra damage because, like I said, the boss is very scary. There's nothing I can do if he decides he wants to kill me. Okay, cool. So you could technically ride these skulls. However, I feel it's very dangerous. That's actually a good thing that I took that hit. It takes a lot of the risk out of this. Okay, so yeah, he hit me once. If he had thrown just a few more bubbles, it would have been over. There's nothing I could have done, just instant death. But fortunately, he decided to be nice, and we saved the pirate that we just defeated in the previous level. This time he's yellow though, instead of blue. So I think he was seasick and he was angry or something, but now he's good. He's rested up. There is one method of movement that I haven't been doing much of that is a little bit faster than just normal apple boosts. Unfortunately, I got hit, so I couldn't really. All right, we'll get it here. I'll try and do some apple flight. Oh. Basically, you can just ride your apples, and you'll always be at like max speed. There's no like rest time. Dang. All right. Well, I'm gonna grab this because it's good to have. Good.
Oh, very nice fight.
So this is the Big Mac Police. I just like his name. I wanted to say it out loud. So I should be fine. My health is not so good, but I'm not too afraid of dying in the last world. I'm more afraid of just getting hit once. This level is really creepy, by the way. Like every time I play, I know it's like some new background thing.
Oh.
So this guy, he only has 5 health points, and I actually hit him 5 times, but he decided to take 6 this time. I've seen him take as many as 8 hits, and I don't know why exactly. He doesn't have consistent health, but he just doesn't. That's the wrong word, by the way. There's this shop in the level that I think was dummied out. But if you end the previous level after you defeat the boss all the way to the right of the screen and hold right through the transition, for whatever reason it takes you there, and it skips more than half of this level, which is a very nice thing.
You really don't want to die.
I don't want to die, no. very bad for a speedrun to die. But this is the hand dragon. He's basically just a repeat of the bone dragon. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe, just because I want to keep my double apples. I'm gonna miss him a bunch too. That's fine, he's dead. So that's a Hamburglar, and he decides to come back again, even though you just saw him like 2 seconds ago. Did you even miss the quick kill? His hitbox is really, really bad, even compared to the rest of the game. I'm very fortunate that my apples stuck to him at all. This is the final boss, by the way. What? He's taking too many hits like the other guy. He should be dead already. What? Okay, I guess he decided to take 8 or 9 hits instead of 5, but that's cool. I'll tell you when time is. Time. Oh, that's fine. So that would have been like 1920 or something. That's okay. I beat the Japanese time. USA. So we don't ever see this guy anywhere in the game, the professor. He just shows up in the ending. There's Donald's girlfriend. I believe. I like seeing that. Raymond shakes the screen pretty good. It's awesome. And then he just walks away casually. Just making a big show of it. Credits are almost done anyways. This game actually has multiple credit scenes. I don't know what triggers them at all. I don't think anyone's figured out why exactly that is. But you can be in this town scene, I think, in daytime, like kind of like how it is right now as well, and nighttime. There's also the forest. You can be in the forest at night too. Can you? Yeah, he bugs out for whatever reason. Shout outs to Big Mac Police. And I think this next guy, yeah, we don't see him in the game either. His name is Uncle. I don't know what he does exactly, but there he is. He's got more frames of animation than a lot of people you do to appear in the game. Hamburglar gives you a big old hug and flies away. And you. And shout outs to Klossy, the other person who runs it. Thank you all for watching.
Alright, you guys were just watching Donald Land, run by Garrison. The next game is going to be Two Crude Dudes, run by Murphigator. This is Awful Games Done